back again. I'm hoping you can hear the music. Also hoping you can hear me, but if there's any issues, you let me know. Just have to post my links, and then we're gonna get started. Yeah, and that was the echo. Yeah, so welcome back, guys. This is probably something, it's not gonna happen every time, because, like, not so much that it's too much work, but, like, sometimes I just like having a few minutes to kind of do my makeup myself, I guess. And give me a second, if there's anyone already in chat, I just need a few minutes to post all my links. Just trying to get my name out there, mainly because I like having people to chat with. And this. And I apologize too, I look a little bit different right now. My hair is up. I'm kind of slumming it for right now. Alrighty. So just give me a second. I want to... Alrighty. Okay, I think you can hear the music. Okay. So hopefully everyone's having a good day. Right now there's no one in my chat, which doesn't surprise me, and there might not be for this entire thing. But, this is something that I enjoy doing. My makeup, I enjoy talking to everyone. Again, I apologize I look like this right now. We're gonna work on that in just a second. Just want to make sure everything is posted where it's supposed to be. Alright. So, again, usually every time I get started, I start off with my hyaluronic acid. And I'm going to turn my mirror on, which is going to boost the light a little bit. Maybe. I might turn the lights on. Just give me a second. Okay. Alright. That's a little bit better. I mean, my skin still looks terrible. But anyway. I'm going to just shake this up a little bit. Today I'm going to start off by going in with the ordinary hyaluronic acid. Again, it's one of my favorite hyaluronic acids. It's very affordable, like $10. Works wonders on the skin. And I usually put that on my hands and then go to my face. You will find your hands are a little bit sticky afterwards. But and I apologize, guys, for this being so late, but, like, when you're as busy as I am. Okay. So, just rubbing in that hyaluronic acid, and I like to get it in around the bags underneath my eyes because I like to feel alive at some point. Go figure. Alright. And again, I have some non-copyrighted music in the back. Hopefully you guys can hear that. So, after the hyaluronic acid, of course, again, going in with my moisturizing cream that I get at Shoppers. I'm all for drugstore stuff because, like, who can afford this shit? Let's be honest. Make sure you're rubbing this in really well into your skin. And normally I like to let this dry in a little bit, so Give me a second. I'm a fan my face with, not a real fan because I don't have one of those. I have a flyer that's wet from Tim Hortons that I'm gonna dry my face off a little. Okay. So from there, I'm going to go in with my concealer, which I'm going to start with first. Again, am I going to use this one? Actually, no, I'm going to put a primer down because I forgot about primer. Oh, okay, so yeah, I'm going to go back in with my putty primer. So, the next product I'm going to use is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. Stuff is awesome. As you can tell, I've used a lot of it. I need to get a new one. I really do. Like, can you see that? There's only a little bit of it left. So, dipping my fingers into that. Oh, and don't worry, guys. I will be back later tonight with a game stream. This is just what I do to prepare every night before I get on stream. And rub that in really good. Make sure to get in, like, your crevices because, like, you want everything to go on smooth. And again, I'm going in with my hands. Some people go in with a sponge for this stuff, but I just feel like I get better coverage when I'm putting it on with my hands. Okay. Let's see. That looks good. See? This says that this is no copyright. I'm gonna believe it because it said so, but we'll see. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my concealer, which is the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer in Light Sand. Again, this is not the right color. They tried to color match this with my tart shape tape. Two totally different colors. Like, I'll just show you. That is supposed to be the same color. Like, please tell me you see the difference. One is obviously pink undertone. The other is like, very much yellow. Anyway. Going in with the yellow, which I wouldn't go with normally. And making myself look completely like a raccoon, because that's just how I like it. And remember, guys, like, there's no right or wrong way for makeup. You kind of just have to do what you feel is right. And don't ever let someone tell you you're doing something wrong. Like, if you feel comfortable doing something the way you're doing it, and it looks good, why change? There's no point. Oh, and by the way, like I said the last time, this concealer is like legitimately $6. It does work as good as my Shape Tape, but it's not the right color. And I'm trying to preserve my Shape Tape for like days where I go out. Anyway, taking a different sponge today. This green one. Gonna go in and, you know, smush it into my skin. So the reason I go up on my eye is because I like that this acts like it's tacky. So I find I got that very badly in my eyebrow. I find like the tackier it is, the better your eyeshadow stays on it. Again, my opinion. And from concealer, I'm going to go back in, I think, and maybe put on a second layer after. But from concealer, we're going to go in with the Catrice Cosmetics HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. Lasts up to 25 hours. It's mattifying. It's honestly like a second skin to me. I just love this stuff. And you can get it at Shoppers. It's like $12.50 Canadian, I think. And I just literally do this. I will say there is like a little bit of a grandma perfume smell to this. Got it on my headphones. I hope someone tunes in. If not, I will take this video after and edit it a little bit and make it into a YouTube video. Who knows? Okay. Sorry, I'm jamming to the music as I'm going. Now, like I said, I always do my face and neck separately because usually I'll find like one layer is not enough of this. So I just put like a little bit more on the parts that my redness is showing through. And then I'll go in and kind of enjoy that second chin look there. I make some funny faces, I know. Alright. Okay. So now my foundation's on, and it's a little bit tacky right now. So I'm going to dry that in a little bit too. It's not as warm as it normally is when I do my makeup, and I find like the warmer it is, the quicker my makeup sets. I don't know, I could be completely wrong, because I've been wrong before. But, again, just personal preference. Alright. So, just letting this dry in a little bit. Okay. So from here, I like to go in now again. Same products as before. I'm going to do a different eye look today, I think. I might do something a little bit color popping because I have a black shirt on. But yeah, I'm going in right now with my butter bronzer. It smells awesome. It's from Physicians Formula. Oh, it just smells so good. It's just like, there's nothing that beats it. And your face smells like a tropical freaking breeze all the time. So, I apply this heavily. I said this last time too, and I mean, it's going to look orangish a little bit, but once we blend it out after, it's not going to be as bad. And I'm actually using one of the brushes that a friend of mine sent to me. They're really cute, hey? Like, just look at that. And the reason I like this is because if you want something a little bit more precision, which I use on my nose, it's really good. Alright. Now, I don't like precisionally do my nose because my nose is not what I would consider big anyway, so it's not like I'm trying to hide it. I will try to hide a little bit of that second chin that I showed you earlier. And I'll blend that all in now. So again, this is the butter bronzer. I have the darkest shade. Realistically, I would want to go with the lighter shade, but as you can tell, mine is broken. I dropped it, which sounds like a thing I would do. So, taking my sponge again, just gonna I just like the kind of tropically feel you get from this thing, and like the smell is amazing. And I apologize, you guys, I'll have to look at my stubby fingers as I'm doing this. Okay. Now, going in with another butter bronzer, well, butter blush, butter product anyway, from Physicians Formula. Again, I've never found a blush that I like, but it's because this one is kind of, I don't know, it's like a tropically, like, nude pink. I really like it, and I'm using a Jeffree Star brush, but like, the money's spent. I'm not throwing out stuff that costed a lot at the time. I can't, because I can't afford it. So. And you notice I go over my nose. Hey, how's it going, mini popsicles? So you'll notice I go over my nose. There's a reason for that. Seen it on TikTok. Too old for TikTok. But anyway, apparently all the e-girls do them. I'm gonna tell you, it makes me look more bronzed. It's not because I want to be an e-girl. Mini popsicles, I'll be back later with an actual gaming stream. I just started doing makeup streams recently because, like, I have a lot of time on my hands. So, obviously don't want to look like I have a sunburn, so you're gonna kind of meld that into the skin. Okay, so now that I have half of what I put on wiped off, no, just kidding. I'm gonna move on from here now, and I'm gonna start my brows. Now, these are tutorials. However, take everything what I'm saying with a grain of salt, because makeup is kind of subjective. You kind of have to figure out what works for you and your skin. But I will show you some tricks and trades and where to get your makeup cheap. So, everything that I use pretty well up to the eyeshadow, you can actually get at the drugstore or places like Elf. Eyeshadows are a little bit different. I have not found, minus ColourPop, a good brand that you can get fairly cheap. So some of my palettes are Jeffree Star, and I kind of have to use them because the money has been spent, even if he's not a good person anymore. Or he never was, but anyway, besides the point. So, I'm going in now with the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. This was $3 US, which came to about $5 Canadian. I've used a lot of brow pencils, very expensive brow pencils. Nothing compares to what this does for my eyebrows. Like, I don't know. And, like, my eyebrows are invisible. Like, just look at this. I'll show you now. I'll just do one. And you'll kind of notice, too, that I kind of sweep my eyebrow. I don't like just drawing a solid line. Because solid lines are hard to blend. And they don't look natural. Not that a colored in brow looks natural anyways. Exactly. So, I will tell you right now, recently I've really gotten into a kick of e.l.f. makeup. e.l.f. is very affordable. I spent, I believe, $60 all in all, and I had a full face of makeup minus my eyeshadow. Like, I had everything that I needed. And, like, even though $60 one time can be expensive, if you're only going to be using, like, foundation and stuff like that, you're looking at probably about $20. Plus, e.l.f. always has some kind of deal on, so you're always saving, like, 10% and getting free products. So, I like them. I like them a lot. Now, this is not an e.l.f. product, but I have the dupe. It's just that it's way too dark for my eyebrows. But just to show you guys, I'll go do it today. And it's probably not going to translate on camera, but in person, it's bad. So the color I usually use on my eyebrow is a neutral color. This is a very dark brown. And I'll just show you in a second the difference. So, see the difference between my two brows? This looks very brown, and this is more of like a, I don't know, taupey color. Anyway. I just like my other product a little bit better. It is more expensive, but I am going to reorder this again when I reorder the putty primer from there. I've never used a primer that hid all my imperfections as good as that one. And it was $8. I had a putty primer, like, back when I first started doing makeup that I spent $46 on. Makeup is ridiculously expensive. I'm all about the dupes these days because I can't justify the price anymore. Alright, so that's my eyebrows done. I look like I have eyebrows now. It's not much different on camera, but I tell you, in real life, yeah, it's a big difference. So again, today I haven't cleaned my brushes yet, so we're going to use what I have right now. But I think today we're going to do a bit of color. So I'm going to go in with the Jawbreaker palette, which again, I'm going to tell you I have a lot of his palettes. There's nothing I can do about it. But we're going to do something fun today. So these are the colors I have. And this blue is really calling out to me. So I'm going to do a blue and green mix today. God, we're listening to trap music now, it sounds like. Okay. So, usually for your crease, you're going to take a crease brush, which looks like, not this one, this one. But I don't have all my brushes cleaned. I was supposed to do that today, but I have kids, so, you know. So, usually like this, I'm going to go in with this right now. We're going to make do with what I got. That is a lot of fallout. So we're going in with the color Brain Freeze, which is this color red here. Okay. And I put this all in my crease. I don't worry if it's much of a mess. His colors are easy to blend. They last. I could literally get in the shower with this makeup on, and minus my mascara, my eyeshadow would stay from the wet. It's insane. I will say, even though his palettes are pricey, right now they have a sale on Morphe. You can get a nice palette for like 20 or 30 bucks. And just blending this in. Kind of like this blue. It's giving me like Elsa vibes. But I'm going to totally mess it up when I go in with the darker blue. Okay. So, from there, I'm going to take a packing brush, I like to call them. They're a little bit more dense, and they're going to kind of saturate the color where you want it to go exactly. So I'm going to take this color here. It's called Soaked. It's like a blue color. Royal blue? I'd consider that royal blue. I think so. Oh. Okay. So, gone are the days of the blue eyeshadow CoverGirl palette, like little one piece that everyone used to have. Please tell me that someone remembers that. Like, it just was a single blue eyeshadow and everyone fucking wore it. It was like a frosty color. And again, guys, I'm going to be back. Well, thank you for coming. Yeah. I have to say, like, before I started doing makeup myself, I didn't realize how much time and effort went into things. And, like, you see people and they look, like, so flawless. And even people who have natural makeup on. And you're like, wow, like, that's really cool. And it's really kind of cool that makeup can do that for you. But I am no professional. I just fool around with it. But, thank you for coming to watch. Yeah, I wish I had it that easy. I'm not gonna lie. I don't look like this every day, though, because I enjoy sleep too much. But every night at roughly about 9 or 10 p.m. I look like this because I'm streaming. And it's usually video games, which I do that as well. But for right now, I'm doing a makeup video because I have to stream in a little bit for some COD or something. Sorry, I have a... I am Canadian. But the reason that you're hearing a boot, no one says a boot, really. It's about. We say out. But the reason you're hearing that is because I'm from, like, the East Coast, like, the very East Coast, so it's, yeah. I try to lose it. It always finds me. Okay, so went in with these colors. What I like to do is I kind of like to do half of my eyeball. Okay, but hear me out now. People make it sound like we say boot, but it's like more like a out. Like, how do I put it? Like outhouse. Out. Like, or ouch. Yeah, it's kind of like that kind of pronunciation. And I apologize. I have a little bit of a lisp right now because I just got braces. Well, Invisaligns. So, but yeah. I totally get that. I'm assuming you're American. Because usually if they're not Canadian, they're American. Or I get a couple people on here from, like, Europe-ish area. Not too often, but sometimes. So, taking a brush that I used before on the color Brain Freeze, I'm just going to go in and kind of blend it. And I don't know if that actually fucking does anything, really. But you see all the big times talking about blending and edges and... So I make it look like I'm doing something. Okay. What color am I going to put with that? Do I want to go really out there? Yeah, I do. Okay. So, I'm gonna go in with this color here, Cotton Candy. Ah. Well, I'm from Newfoundland. We're on, like, the opposite side of Canada. We have our own accent here. We have our own language. People make fun of it all the time, but I try as hard as possible not to let any words slip. Sometimes they do. Sometimes. So, you say you were stationed. Are you Army? Maybe? So yeah, I'm gonna go in with that cotton candy pink color we're gonna see. Yeah, Newfoundland, Labrador. That's where I'm from. I haven't met anyone that knows where that's to. Everyone's like, thinking we're from like Finland or something. But no, we're Canadian. How is that looking on camera? Eh, it is what it is. So, I am the type of person that'll put on literal drag makeup and probably go. I was Navy, worked on aviation electronics. It was hell. I had to sit in an air-conditioned room. Ah, dude, that's rough. I always had a soft heart for people in the Navy. Well, people in the Army in general, because anyone who has to leave their family and kind of fight for their country, like, that's very not gonna say that without an accent. Admirable. There are some words that I just can't say. I'm trying. Okay. Yeah, that's the word I was going for. Alright. So I went in with the pink. I think underneath my under eyes, I am going to go with the pink again, and I'm gonna smoke it out a little. Yeah, okay, I'm going to tell you, if you're looking for something to watch just to hear people talk that you can't understand, like, legitimately, just go type in The Outhouse, Newfie. I think you should put lasers. I wish. That'd be cool. Oh man, I'd love to have lasers for all the times that I've had like a 12-year-old boy telling me I don't know how to play the game. Because I don't know how to play games, but I have fun, so. 12-year-olds should stay off the internet. I'm gonna make a little wing out of that, I think. And then smoke that out. So, underneath my eyes, I went in with the color Cherry Wet. These names are like freaking weird, man. There's one there named Virgin. One there just fuck. That, yeah. Is what it is. Anyways, that's all I'm going to do for my eyes. I'll get a little tiny bit closer because I don't know how to work cameras. I don't know how to do the zoom that the, professionals do, but I'll do the little. That's what everyone gets. I feel like the most intense players and legitimately the worst potty mouths are the young children, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, my mother would have freaking slapped my ass if I was saying that on the internet to people. Then again, I didn't have internet. I had dial-up. There was no playing video games back then. All I remember is sitting down at the computer, waiting, and just hearing that dial-up tone. Like, that just haunts me. Now, mind you, I'm not old enough that I always had dial-up for years. I just had it for like a couple of years, and then high-speed came out. Well, not high-speed, but faster than dial-up, and there was no dial tone. Oh. Okay, so like some kids don't even know what AOL is. Or MSN Messenger, like it freaks me out. And I mean, again, I'm not old. I'm in my late 20s. Not late, but just late 20s. I can't even imagine being in IT. I used to work, so up here we have like different stations. There's Rogers, there's Bell, tell us, but I used to work at the call center for Rogers, and honest to God, no one could pay me enough to go back to work there. Like, you could offer me $1 million, and I would say no. People used to make me cry. Like tears. It was terrible. Anyway, I'm gonna torture myself some more. We'll get to use this device. I have to get closer because I don't want to kill myself. So this thing curls your eyelashes. You stick your eyelashes in and hope and pray to God you don't get skin. And if you do, well, fuck that. A garlic press. I wish. Actually, no, I don't. I don't like garlic. Garlic bread, but that's an exception. So you kind of stick your eye into the socket like this. This is so attractive, I know it is. And you hope that you don't get skin. And you kind of just keep it there. Press it a couple times. Curls your eyelashes up. Again, I'm not professional enough to know if this actually does anything. I think so. It does look a little different when I do this beforehand. And you do the other side. It's not comfortable, let's just say that. Life is worth living sometimes. Can you honestly say that after quarantine? Although, depending on where you're to right now, you're probably still in quarantine. But, oh man, that was fucking brutal. We're still kind of... We're bubbling, they call it here. Oh, you're in oh. Well, good luck with that. You know, may the odds be ever in your favor. All that bullshit. You know, it's... I think Florida will be fine once people start realizing that this is a thing. I know. And, like, don't get me wrong, I'm all for people having, like, a choice when it comes to stuff, but I mean, like, if you're getting in the car and you're gonna wear a seatbelt because it's safe and law-abiding, then why wouldn't you wear a mask if it's safe and law-abiding? Also, I've seen some really weird people on the internet coming up with conspiracy theories that it's the government trying to, like, something with 5G and, I just... But you guys have a lot of, like, doctors down there, it seems, that all get their doctorate on Google. You know? Yeah, Bill Gates, nanobots. Just putting this out into the universe, Bill Gates, if you are looking for anyone to put nanobots in, and you're willing to pay, I'm not gonna say no. I'm a broke person trying to go to school, so, like, I will do it. Also, Bill Gates, if you're looking for pictures of feet, hit me up. You know, you never know. Oh, yes. I get distracted then. I have really bad ADD. Like, legitimately diagnosed ADD. I'm not one of those people like, I got ADD. As you can tell with me babbling. Anyway. Going in with this primer. Yeah, right? Right? And then you could cut them out and sell them to somebody. I mean, I wouldn't do that, but just saying. Anyways, going in with this lash primer. It's going to look white, and then I'm going to make them look black. I mean, I would literally be the first one to sign up for that. And people are all like, oh, they're going to steal my information. And I'm like, I'm not sure what information they're going to get off me. I am broke. I am boring. I mean, they probably will see that I watch way too much Netflix and anime and game way too much. So, it's not that big of a deal to me. I have nothing going on. That's what I'm trying to say. But I swear I'm funny sometimes. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, cats are cool. Like, I probably watch way too much Netflix. But it's not like I'm just watching Netflix, because again, I have ADD, so I'm watching Netflix and doing my housework, I'm watching Netflix and on my phone, and possibly doing something else at the same time. I'm awesome at multitasking. That's what I like to tell people. It's actually on my resume. Little do they know that I multitask because I have to keep myself busy at all times. Also, why when I got my computer, I had to get two screens just so I could watch a video as I'm playing video games. I know! I actually watched the first season of Umbrella Academy, and I am pumped because I was a big My Chemical Romance fan, so, like, I know it doesn't look like it right now, but I was a big emo chick growing up. Black hair, black clothes. Although... Oh, you have the comics? Oh, that's sick. I want to get the comics, and I also want to get the comics. There's this new singer out now. I'm not really fussy on his music, but apparently his comics are pretty good. Youngblood, I think his name is. I think it's cool when they dabble in different things. Okay. And now, going in with another mascara because if my eyes aren't big enough. Okay. Getting notifications on my computer. Well, if you like watching gaming content, Panda, I will be back later playing some COD with a friend of mine, and we get pretty feisty. We also fight 12-year-olds who... I keep getting this one 12-year-old, he's like, you're a dude, and I've played multiple games with him. I don't know why I keep getting matched up with the same guy. Like, I'm not friends with him or anything, but I know his username. But yeah, he swears I'm a dude, and I'm not. The last time I checked. Random ramblings. And I know this is going to seem obsessive, but I always have to have large eyelashes, so I'm going in with one more. Mascara. Mascara is also something that you don't want to cheap out on, although if you want a good drugstore brand, it is the Lash Paradise at Walmart. Information that Panda, you could use for sure. Yeah, that's it. That's totally it. I mean, you know, guys and their egos, it doesn't matter what age they're. And not all guys. Just most of them. Alright, and to top it all off tonight, I'm going to go in with a lipstick. But I'm going to go in with this really killer, it's a gray lip gloss. You don't find gray lip glosses often. This is by Jeffree Star. Don't like him as a person. Again, that's just a PSA, but I already bought the products. There's nothing I can do about it at this point. Always look like I'm going to raves just to stream, but no. My life is not that interesting. Alright. So, also like to spritz myself a little bit with water in the face because who doesn't like getting stuff in their eyes? And my makeshift fan. Anyway, give me 1 second. I'm going to take off my headphones, let my hair down. I'm going to have a bump in my hair because Patton Oswalt. That sounds familiar. Oh, he does comics? Huh. I need to check that out after. Yeah. Wicked. Okay, cool. Okay, give me a second to fix my hair because I went and got a perm and I shouldn't have because I don't know what I'm doing in life with anything. So let me put this over and try to fix my hair, which I'll do off camera before I come back tonight. So that's just a makeup look I do, and yes, every time I do my makeup usually takes me about half an hour, 45 minutes. Tonight 52 because I like to talk. But I'll be back later. I'll look a little bit better. Something will be done with my hair at some point. But yeah, if you guys want to, you can follow. There's like a little heart button. That's free. Because free is good. I just enjoy conversation. I'm going to be honest. And I shall be back. Saying about 3 hours. His wife passed away. He wrote a book on Golden State Killer. Now Netflix series. Huh. I didn't see that either. I'm definitely going to check that out for sure. Like, I love comics. I read comics and manga. Thank you for following. But yeah, I'll be back in about 3 hours if you want to see some girls kick some 12-year-old butt. Because, let's be honest, that's all that's on the internet is 12-year-old guys. And there's no women on the internet, so this is just a facade, right? I'm fake. Anyways, guys. Ooh, that sounds like fun. I don't know what that game is. I'm also going to copy that and put it over here. I'm a variety streamer, so, like, we play a lot. Assassin's Creed. Ah, never mind. Now I know what that is. Gotcha. Alright, well, thank you for tuning in and staying with me, even though, you know, you're not really taking much away from the makeup side of it. But, yeah. You have yourself a good night, and I'll see you if you're back in a couple hours.